Hello, this is Chris. Welcome back. So we've just got some breaking news. It's news that this is just coming in via a Daily Mail article, um, and it's regarding Nichol Kessinger, of course, the mistress to Chris Watts. So I'm just going to read through this article for you, and we'll take a look. There's a document as well in there. So it's come out in the last couple of hours. Exclusive. Chris Watts' mistress, Nichol Kessinger, has applied to change her name, seeking a fresh start nearly 2 years after she confessed to an affair with the Colorado husband who killed his pregnant wife and two little girls. Chris Watts' mistress has applied to change her name nearly 2 years after she came forward to confess she was having an affair with Watts when he was arrested for the murder of his pregnant wife and two daughters. Nichol Kessinger, 32 now, applied earlier this month for a name change in Jefferson County, Colorado. The hearing has been set for Thursday, so she was still in Colorado, as a lot of people suspected. Kessinger has not been seen publicly or heard from in 2 years. She was last seen on police surveillance tape in August 2018 when she voluntarily came forward to police to admit that she had been having an affair with the father of two. The pair met at work, quickly fell in love with Watts, sneaking around to spend romantic weekends with Kessinger and taking sultry bikini photos of her. Watts strangled his pregnant wife Shanann, 34, killing her and their unborn son Nico in their bed at their home in Frederick, Colorado when Shanann confronted him about the affair. He then drove their daughters Bella, 4, and Celeste, 3, with their mum's corpse at their feet to a remote oil field where he worked and smothered them with a New York Yankees blanket before squeezing their bodies into an oil tank. That never becomes any easier to say. Kessinger's request comes on the heels of Netflix hit documentary American Murder: The Family Next Door that examines the lead up to the triple homicide and makes mention of Kessinger. There is the official court document there, which I'll come back to. In late 2018, it was reported Kessinger had moved from Colorado to another state, started a new job, and was placed in the Witness Protection Program, according to Radar Online. It was also reported that she would eventually want to change her name because she believed it would be hard for her to go out in public for years due to online abuse and slander against her. The media outlet claimed a source close to the investigation said that she has received several threats, public shaming, and could be considered one of the most hated women in America. She plans to start fresh with a new name, a new town, and ultimately a new identity. Watts and Kessinger met while working together at Anadarko. Kessinger told investigators that they began talking in late May or early June, with their relationship turning sexual by July. She told police that while Watts admitted he had two daughters, he claimed to have been separated from Shanann and didn't reveal that she was pregnant with their son. The two continued on with their relationship, with Watts seeing Kessinger up to 4 times a week, going on romantic getaways, and Watts taking steamy photos of a bikini-clad Kessinger. A week before Watts killed his family, Kessinger spent more than 2 hours searching the internet for wedding dresses. On the night before the murders, Kessinger spent 45 minutes Googling how to prepare for anal sex, and the anal sex guide then began looking at videos of threesomes on a pornographic website. The final Google search conducted by Kessinger that was noted by investigators came after the murders of August 13th. That's what annoys me about mainstream media. They never check things. When she looked into how much money Amber Frey made in the book deal and her net worth, whilst also searching did people hate Amber Frey. Frey was the mistress of Scott Peterson during the time that he killed his wife Lacey and their unborn child. A search of Watts' phone, meanwhile, found thousands of hidden photos in a secret calculator app that was only accessed by typing in a 4-digit code. A number of those pics showed a nude or semi-naked Kessinger. After the murders, Kessinger spoke with investigators for nearly 2 hours, telling officials she decided to reach out herself after ending her relationship with Watts because of the lies that he had been telling her for the past 8 weeks. She was incredibly candid and forthcoming with investigators and brought along her father for the interview. It was about an hour in, however, when she became emotional as the reality of the situation set in, breaking down twice in the span of just 5 minutes. Kessinger was then adamant about the fact that she never would have pursued a relationship or even agreed to date Watts had she known he was still with his wife. She also worried about what would happen to her once she was revealed to be the other woman. My name is about to be slandered for probably a while. I don't know how long it's going to take to heal, but I would not be surprised if it's going to be hard to go out in public sometimes for a couple of years, she explained. And that really hurts me. I'm just like, this is a horrible, horrible thing. Like, how dare you, and people aren't going to understand that. They're going to say, oh, you're the woman that had an affair with this man who took out this whole family. Watts accepted a plea deal of life in prison after confessing to the murders. He's now, of course, behind bars, maximum security prison in Wisconsin, although, of course, he's trying to appeal, which is never going to happen. He also claimed to still be in love with Kessinger as recently as last October, telling pen pal and author Sherilyn Cadle that he always wonders if mail he receives in prison is secretly from her. Watts was so infatuated with his mistress that he even tried to cause Shanann to miscarry their son Nico, giving her the powerful painkiller oxycodone after Nichol told Watts that she wanted to give him his first son. Christopher says he loved her like he has never loved anyone else before, author Cadle told dailymail.com. So let's have a look at this document. So interesting that she's clearly still in Colorado. We can take a look at this and can hopefully zoom in a little bit here. So it's basically it's obviously a change of name application. It's Judge Sarah Garrido, Jefferson County. Case status is suppressed. This was filed on the 1st of October 2020. Participants Nichol Kessinger. Everything else is kind of redacted. Her attorney is Arthur Walsh. And scheduled events, the proceedings. I'll tell you what, let me just save this, and what I can do is bring it up for you a little bit better. Just bear with me 2 seconds and I'll have a better copy of this. So yeah, Sarah Garrido and in the matter of Nichol Kessinger. So actually on the 1st of October was the proposed order and the motion, and the 7th of October it looks like it was agreed to be suppressed from public. Not quite sure what that means, if anyone who knows what that means. But the 15th of October was the hearing, so yesterday. So this was obviously kept from public until this had gone through, I guess. And 8:30 a.m. on the 15th of October, yesterday, was the hearing for the name change. It just says case status suppressed. And the headline they are running with is that she has applied to change her name. So whether that has been approved, it sounds like it's currently on hold for whatever reason. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on that and see if and see what happens. She's clearly, she clearly has been, whatever people think her involvement in this case, she was cleared by law enforcement, and she clearly has been slandered and attacked and everything. I mean, online, she's in the court of public opinion. She's guilty as hell still, and title of America's most hated woman is probably not far off. But yeah, we'll let you know if we hear anything further on this story.